Hi, everybody, and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles, and on this episode, we're walking in Memphis. The topic of this Walking in Memphis, CWA Wrestling from August 8th, 1982, and this is a very special episode. We're going to get into that when we get there. If you haven't seen my shows before, I grade everything on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Let's jump right into it. We start the show off with Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, and I believe this is his only appearance on Memphis television. And he comes out with Eddie Marlin, who is the quote-unquote promoter of CWA at the time, and they're talking about Ric Flair having a match coming up, and Ric Flair having a match on the show. So we start off with a Ric Flair promo, and if you haven't seen these before, I do put everything, I try to lump everything to make it a little bit easier, because Memphis was a very action-packed and filled show, so I do put some segments together. Great way to start the show with a promo, with an interview with one of the greats of all time. Go to a commercial, come back. We get an interview with Jimmy the Mouth of the South Hart, who announces that he has got Carl Fergie, who is Jerry Lawler's cousin, to join his first family, thus turning on Lawler because Carl Fergie wants a shot at Lawler's Southern Heavyweight Championship. Nice piece of work there as well, which leads us into another promo. This time a local promo from Dutch Mantell, which Dutch is amazing. If you've seen my Walking in Memphis shows, you know how much I enjoy Dutch Mantell's work. Overall, I'm going to give those three a 5. I thought they were all really good interviews, good ways to keep the show going. After that, we get Jerry Lawler doing an in-ring interview with Lance Russell, and he pretty much says he wants to shake Ric Flair's hand. Can Ric Flair come out? Ric Flair is scheduled to wrestle somebody else during the show. Rick does come out, they talk back and forth. Rick kind of says that, that Lawler's beneath him, he's not as good as him. Lawler eventually goads Ric Flair into a match, which leads us right into a match with Jerry Lawler and Ric Flair, which is initially given a 10-minute time limit. This was a really, really good match and really good interaction between two of the great talkers of all time. Of course, it's going to be good. Lawler and Flair look amazing. The 10 minutes get up. Flair gets out of the ring, says, "We're doing this my way, give me 5 more minutes," which he goes back in to Lawler pretty much taking over, and Lawler hitting the second, dropping the straps, hitting the second rope punch, which then Flair rolls out of the ring, walks away with the championship, giving Lawler the win by a count out. I'm giving that a 5. I thought it was really good. Afterwards, we get another segment with Eddie Marlin talking about the World Championship, and that Flair never said he never gave a contract, which Flair comes out and confirms, says, "Hey, I never gave a contract. I'm never wrestling Lawler." We're going to add that in. That's all part of this. I'm giving that all a 5. I thought it was a good piece of work. I would have liked to see more matches between these two, and I know this isn't their only match. I believe this is their only match in Memphis, though. I don't know that they wrestled ever again in Memphis. And I might be wrong. This might be their only match as well, which is a shame because you got two of the greatest wrestlers / talkers of all time. After that, we get a promo with Dutch Mantell talking about Bill Dundee and how he helped Bill Dundee win his championship, and he'd like to challenge him for the championship, which I believe Bill Dundee, I didn't write it down, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong here, because they switch these around a lot. Bill, I believe, was a Southern Heavyweight Champion at the time, or either way, Bill had a championship. They go back and forth. Ultimately, it leads to a brawl between the two of them. The brawl gets broken up. We get a match with Dutch Mantell versus the Invader, which is not the Invader from Puerto Rico, just a guy under a mask. Dutch picks up the win in less than 20 seconds. For that whole thing, I'm giving that all a 5. Mostly based off of the promo between Dutch and Dundee and the brawl between the two. The match was nothing, so I really can't rate it anything more than for being what it was. From that, we go to another tag team match. We get Terry Taylor and Bobby Fulton versus Sweet Brown Sugar, aka Coco Beware, and Carl Fergie, who are now Carl Fergie's now part of the First Family. This match is rather short. Jimmy Hart gets involved rather early. Taylor and Fulton pick up the win here by disqualification because of Hart's involvement. Overall, I'm going to give that a 3, just because there really wasn't much of anything. And I know the focus of the show was Lawler and Flair, So I understand that, but you could have given this a little bit more, maybe dial back some other things. Just my opinion. After that, we get promos from Lawler, pre-tape promos from Lawler and Dundee. Those are fantastic. I'm going to give that a 5. And basically, that's the end of the show. So we had a show where there was 2 matches, or actually 3 matches, 2 of them probably less than 5 minutes combined, and then Lawler and Flair, which is roughly 12 minutes when you include the over. The rest is mostly talking, which is okay. This was a really fun show, and it really set up. Like I said, I wish Flair would have been there longer and stayed longer. I really enjoyed everything about this show. I mean, it's focused on 2 of the greats of all time at what they do. I'm going to give the show overall a 5. I thought it was really entertaining. And if you want to watch the show that I reviewed, I watch all the videos I get for Walking in Memphis are YouTube videos, because that's the only way that some of these shows have survived, is off of old VHS tapes. There's going to be a link to the comments down here, and if you notice, the pictures I use over here while I'm talking, they're also screenshots from the videos. So check out the link in the comments here, so you can watch this too, and you can see what I seen. I thought this was an amazing show. Again, I'm going to give the show overall a 5. I thought it was really good. That being said, if you made it to the end, smash that like button, share, subscribe if you haven't. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I believe I'm 22 away at the time I'm recording this video, so if you could help me get there, I would really appreciate that. And if you made it all the way to the end, because I do believe this is his only shot there, let's put Space Mountain in the comments for Ric Flair. With all that being said, my name is George Coles, and we've been walking in Memphis.